So this is that hay we cut around where we calve out the cows. Let's give it a feel today. We just got a little bit of snow yesterday, touch of rain as well. It actually looks like it's kind of cured already, at the top anyway. Underneath might not be at all, but let's have a look here. I don't plan on baling it up today though, because it's, well, obviously there's no sun and it's still cold and whatever. There is a there's a couple days coming up here that's supposed to be warm, so I'm thinking I'll roll it up then, and we'll just probably end up taking it right to the cows, because it's not going to be dry. I'm almost certain it won't be dry. Geez, those are nice wide swaths. Holy, you know what? That feels pretty dry for getting snow and rain on it. Nice wide thin swath, I guess. Well, this is fairly thick. It was half dead to start with, you know, it was cut that late. So yeah, this would probably roll up no problem. Or even right now, I bet you it would. But I'm not going to do it right now. We'll let it sit till, I think, well, today's Monday. I think Wednesday, Thursday we'll roll it up. And there's going to be a few bales out of here. Not a lot, because it's the thickest right here. The rest of it's not that thick, but we'll get it rolled up. We didn't get a whole bunch of, like, I don't even think the ground was white. The ground's warm enough, the snow was melting as soon as it hit the ground, sort of thing. But I was thinking that rain would have got it pretty wet, but I don't think it did really. But as for today, we got a problem with the Massey. One of the frickin' self-leveling arms broke. It's broke numerous times in the past. I've welded it. I don't know if I can weld it anymore, right? You weld it once, it'll just keep cracking. So we have a brand new arm. Like, here, go to the Massey, it'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh, there we go. Cows found that part bale we left them the other day there. When we finished baling that stuff, you can see them over there gathered around. See them there? I'll probably clean that up pretty good. But there's still lots of grass out there to graze yet, so. Yeah, let's go check out the Massey here, I'll show you. So yeah, this big arm right here. You can see it broke there. That's not supposed to be peeled up like that. It's supposed to be flat. And it connects to here, sort of thing, right? But it's broke, I don't know how many times now. This is like probably the third, or maybe even the fifth. I don't know. It's broke quite a few times. Now, I ordered this whole complete arm, because it connects over on that end, right? Pins there and pins here. We have the complete arm at the yard over there. I'm thinking it's time just to replace the whole arm. Because that, we could weld it again. I know we can weld it again. But with that piece all peeled upwards like that, it's got to be straight and flat. And it's just, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to bother this time. It's lasted quite a while though, this last weld. But the reason it would break in the first place is because when Dad was still running the show, he believed in doing everything you can on your own, right? So we used to clean our own corrals. So we would use this truck to, you know, grab buckets of manure and throw in we got an old gravel truck that we used to throw it in the box of that. Drive the manure, the old gravel truck with a load of manure out to the field. Dump the load in a big pile. Go around afterwards, spreading the piles with the loader or that 4690 case with the blade. Spreading the piles, then I would hook onto the cultivator, spread it all around with the cultivator, and it worked. But we've broke these things. Look how wore out that bucket is from, you know, look how wore out that side is. Holy, that's going to break off. And that piece is welded on. You'd have to get a new piece welded on there. Holy. Holy man, is that worn right out. So yeah, when you're hauling your own manure, and that's when we used to have, 300 cows. The corrals were full of shit every year. So there was lots of manure to haul every year, and that's where they started to break. So I'm thinking I don't clean our own corrals anymore. I get a custom guy in here, and he's done in about 3 hours. When we used to clean our own corrals, it would take about a week total, right? Because you'd load the truck, drive the truck to the field, dump the truck, leave it in a pile, go back afterwards, spread the pile, spread it all around. That took a total time of about a week, plus all the broken loader parts that you busted. And you get a custom guy in, 3 hours, he's done. So to me, it's not worth cleaning your own corrals. That manure is heavy and it's hard on stuff. So yeah, I'm not cleaning our own corrals anymore. I think I might just put the new piece on. I just hope the new piece is red and not gray or black or something. I know it's not going to have the Massey decal on it, but I can live without that. But I have the new piece at the yard. Let's go find the new piece and see what color it is. If it's red, we'll put it on right now. If it's black or gray, I'm not going to put it on until I paint it. We'll have to get some. I don't have any Massey red paint. I just got hardware store red paint, and it won't match very good. So we'll get some Massey red tomorrow if we have to. But yeah, let's go find that new piece, see what color it is. Yeah, I didn't think it'd be red. Crap. It's black. Okay, well, I'm not going to put that on now. We'll get some paint it red. Make it look a little better anyway. Well, yeah, since we don't have Massey red paint here, I'm not going to put that arm on. I want to paint it Massey red first, and then we'll put it on, and we'll do it that way. But I got the seal kit for that hydraulic cylinder on the sprayer boom. So I suppose the guy could tackle that job right now. Get that hydraulic cylinder off, tear it apart, whatever we got to do there. And then put her back together, and then that thing can go to the in-law shop. It may as well get out of the sun now before it gets too cold. A few seals in here. I don't know what. I guess we'll find out when we tear it apart. Yeah, I guess we could fold it out, take the lines off, take the ram off, and take it into the, right here at that service truck, put it in the vise and tear it apart. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, it's definitely leaking out of there anyway. You can see it. Oh, it just dripped, I think. So, it definitely needs a seal kit. I'm not sure how this comes apart. That looks kind of weird. Normally it just unthreads or something. I'm not sure that's the case with this one. Looks like some kind of clip right there. I don't know. We'll shut it off, I guess, so that no oil, well, there shouldn't be any oil flow, but take the line off here and there. That should release the pressure, and then we can take the pins out. And then take the thing right off, put it in the vise. Probably be the easiest. We could just about leave it right on. But then we'll just take it right off. Okay, we got her in the vise. And this vise doesn't work very good. Must be full of dust or rust or something. And it doesn't want to pull out all the way. I had to pound it back and then suck it back up. But anyway, minor detail. I can get a new vise pretty easily later on. Now, how the hell do we get this off? Is that plastic? I'm going to guess we got to push on this tab or something. There's nothing on the bottom side, just that on the top. So I'm going to assume we got to press down on that, or I don't know. I've never tangled with one of these. Normally you just put a pipe wrench on here and it unthreads out, but see what we can find out here. Now we got to get some Case IH red. This just keeps spinning. It doesn't loosen off. Huh. Had it in the vise and it just twisted in the vise. So I brought it back here, put the pin in so it wouldn't turn. Well, I have no idea how to get this apart. There's no way to get it apart here. It's all welded. One piece here. It's got to have something to do with this. I'm not sure how to get this apart. Okay, I have to make a couple calls on this one. So apparently, this is this is not threaded in there. There's like in the new seal kit, it comes with it's almost like a piece of key stock with a little bend in it. And it goes into a little groove in this part, into a hole in that part, like when this part slides in, goes into a hole, from what I understand, in this part. Then you twist this into a groove, and that piece falls into a groove so this can't slide out. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I don't know. This is the goofiest bloody setup I've ever seen for a hydraulic cylinder like this. So, buddy tells me if you can turn this part without anything moving in here, the little piece of key stock thing, whatever that you call that, is broke off. He says now it's a mother trucker to get this apart now that tab broke off. So we're gonna need, like, I don't even know how to get this apart. You gotta pry this up or something and get, I don't know how we're gonna do this. But we're gonna try get this apart here. So gonna need some kind of a screwdriver or something to pry this little tab up, or I don't know. Okay, see, I got that little tab. I got it bent up and the vice grip's kind of locked on it there. So from what I understand now, we got to turn this and almost lift up on that at the same time. And that keystock thing wraps around inside there, if you know what I mean. Like, hang on. See, does that show it any better? It's like, I don't know. This is ridiculous. Wow. I think that's what I understand. You got to turn this at the same time and pull up on that sort of thing. And I'll try it here. There, you see what I mean? So I took the pipe wrench, turned this as I kind of put pressure on that to pull this out at the same time. So thank God it didn't break off. So I can't, I'm going to turn this some more and pull on that some more and see if we can get that part right out. And then it should, yeah. Okay, you see how that went in there? Hang on. It come out like this. So there should be a little, I'm going to get the air compressor off the service truck here, blow this out clean. And this kind of fell in a groove or a hole or whatever in this part. When that part slides in enough, right, there should be a hole or something in there. And then you put this in the hole, how it's kind of bent. It's almost straight now, but put that in. And as you turn this with the new piece, it falls into a groove inside there. Turn it all the way till it gets, to the end, how it was. And that's what locks this part from coming out. Like, what a goofy setup that is. Got it out though, so we should be able to get this apart now. Okay, we got things apart. Yeah, see, there's that hole where the end of that key stock, whatever you call it, goes. After you slide that back in the barrel, you know what I mean? Well, we'll look at that part later, but... Okay, I guess I need a pick or something now. I can pick these O-rings and stuff out of there. May as well replace everything since I got the seal kit. We'll have to take this nut off, pull this part off, then take this part, pull it off. And we'll have to get the seals out of there because that's what's leaking, is this seal here. Or those seals if there's more than one inside there. So, okay, impact's probably the best. Buzz that off, and I suppose we should Loctite that after too. Okay, now this matters probably how that goes together. Oh yeah, okay, so that's little O-ring there, and that goes in. Okay, remember how that goes. So on the inside there, it looks like green one goes to the inside, blue one to the outside. Is there supposed to be one in the between the blue and the green, or what? Is that why it was leaking? I don't know. I would assume so, but I guess let's let's get that blue one out of there and see what the heck. Okay, so this green one, that part faces that way. Goes in just like that. Should put these on the heater for a while and soften them up, because these are they're going to be a little stiff getting back in there. Okay. No, I'm having trouble getting this blue one out. See how I gouged it out of there? Let's get this blue one out. I don't think anything goes in between those two either. Just the blue one and the green one. It's not that cold out, but I was cold. So I jumped inside and I'm starting to put the new seals on the one end there. Got this part on. There's 3 pieces that go into here. It's kind of a special O-ring type thing with 2 other little real thin pieces of whatever. I don't know why they gotta have all these fancy high pressure, I guess. Well, we're getting there slowly. I don't know about this end here. This doesn't seem right to me. Ooh, it's nice and hot now. The seal that was right in the end here, it tore out almost like it was glued in there. So I don't know if I'm supposed to glue that one in or what. This is aluminum, or was it just baked in there from over the years of just, use? So I don't know. Anyway, oh, it's getting hot here now. But yeah, I'm starting to put the new seals back together. This one makes sense. You put them, you put the seals on. This one on the outside there, I don't know. I don't know about that. So if you look inside here, you can see part of the blue, a little bit of a blue ring in there still. You see that? I don't understand why that's stuck in there like that. I don't get that. It's almost like, I don't know. But we'll get the new seals on this thing anyway. That's easy. And the O-ring on the shaft part goes in here. That's easy. The green one inside here is easy. These ones on the outside is easy. But the end one on the very end, I don't know. We'll put it together as much as I can here and see what happens. Okay, we got her all together here on this one. We got that O-ring that goes into here. It's on the shaft there. This is new, this is new. There's 3 pieces that go right in there. They're all replaced. Everything's good on this part. Now we got this one. The orange piece goes just like that. Big O-ring goes there. Got the green one inside there, facing the right way. Now just that blue one. That's all that's left in the seal kit. And then that goofy keystock thing. But that's to put it back together once, Now this would go like this. Blue one goes like that. But I just, with that blue ring, like almost like it was, I don't understand that. Because what is keeping this? Well, this is just your dust seal, I suppose. Just to keep dust from getting in there. But it fits pretty tight, so I don't know, do we got to press that in or what? That's the last seal to go on, so it's pretty stiff, and I don't want to bugger it up. Yeah, I think we got to press it in there sort of thing with the vise or something. That vise has got those rough jaws on it. I don't want to use that. Well, here, I'll need 2 hands for this. Well, there's the old sun starting to poke through. Haven't had sun all day. Well, I don't know if this is going to work. I got the blue one in the end there. Figured out what was going on. Part of the old blue seal was stuck inside there still. So, is that glued? And I swear they glued that in there too. I wouldn't think that would have to be glued in there. I wonder if this part's, or maybe it is glued in there. Because I tried to put the blue one in, the new seal in, and looked at it again, and I thought, that doesn't sit right. And I got looking closer, and yeah, sure enough, part of the old seal was still stuck in there. That's why that little thin ring of blue was in there, and I couldn't figure that out. But I pressed this one in, but I kind of buggered it up as I was trying to put it in to start with there, so I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know. I thought it would just pull out by hand, but it won't pull out by hand. But we could put it on the shaft and slide it back and forth and see what happens. If it pops right out, well then, I guess let's put it together and see what happens. If it doesn't work, we tried. Sometimes you're better off just to take it in, I think, when you don't know what you're doing. So now, this might have cost me 2 seal kits if this seal's buggered up. And I got to do it all over again. Well, not all over again, just replace the blue one. The rest are fine. Or maybe, like I said, maybe this part is screwed up. Or I don't know. Let's go put it together. Yep, he's no good. I think I wrecked the seal. So I suppose you can't just buy this seal. You got to buy the whole kit again, just for that part. And it won't stay in there. See? I wrecked it. See how it's kind of egg-shaped almost? It's garbage. It won't stay in there. We could probably contact cement it. Nah, that ain't gonna work. Should have just took it to the professionals. I could have took the ram off, took it to town, got them to put the seal kit in, put the ram back on, do it that way. Because if I can just get this seal, I think we'll be okay. But there's no way that's going to stay in there. You can glue that all you want. Like, what the frick? And it looks like that's all roughed up in there. I don't know why. So I didn't do that. So if a guy has to get this piece new for this to sit in there and this seal, like I don't think that seal's going to work now. See how it's egg-shaped? It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be straight, flat on the sides there. So it's garbage. We spent most of the day dicking around with this for nothing.